Do you think as well that, do you think you missed out on a childhood?
Yeah, I think I did. And maybe I put that in my paintings, or I refused to grow up sometimes.
That was a question. That was one of my questions, because I thought, you've got these childlike, you've got kings and queens.
Yeah.
You've got cats. You've got tyrannosauruses, and I'm thinking that's all stuff from childhood.
Yeah.
And I am always interested in the why of the painting. So maybe that, from listening to you, maybe that's it. Maybe you're bringing these things out of childhood. Yeah.
And I surround myself with them, maybe like in my shed where I paint, like I've got them on that wall, that wall, that wall. I hang them there when they're drying, and I create this little world. Like I'm in the toy box, I'm in the middle.
I mean, that's why you're so good at it.
Yeah.
Often people that have missed out on childhood.
Yeah.
Whatever they put their energy into to try and capture that again through whatever. Yeah. That's why they say, the saying today is, it's bad to be childish, but it's really good to be childlike.
Yeah.
Because everyone is trying to search for that inner child.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're a judge or whether you're in the medical world. Yeah. People have lost that inner child.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that I've always loved, and I've lived my life by it. And I heard someone say it years and years ago, and it was, if you stop laughing at life, life ceases to be funny.
Yeah.
And you start to see a lot of people who have stopped laughing at life years and years ago. Life's just become this hard drudge, this trench warfare that they've got to move through. But the people who do find things they love to do and occupy their time with that thing they love to do, they end up smiling more, they laugh a bit more. There's a lightness to them. And the fact you found Buddhism as well.
Yeah.
So suddenly your life is becoming whole and centered. And I think that's great. So that explains the childlike qualities about your paintings. I don't know, because you're experiencing that joy now that you didn't probably when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I actually had this thought similar to that the other day. I seen someone working that they were in the restaurant or whatever, and I could say they weren't having fun. Like, they're just at work. I've just got this because it's a job, And I thought, I wonder how long ago you had a dream, and how long will you be in this job till you lose that dream and you forget about it, and how slowly does that drift away and you don't feel it drift away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden you're 40 and you've got kids and you've forgotten about that energy, and you've lost your dream.
And we all had it.
Yeah.
Every kid when they were young.
Yeah.
Would get a crayon out or climb a tree and pretend there was in some fantasy world. And when you lose that, it's sad.
Yeah.
Because that's what's kept me going in my whole life. Like, my imagination is a wondrous thing.
Yeah.
Because they say, if my wife said to me, and I'm sorry for the listeners because I bring this up all the time, self-worth.
Yeah.
Self-worth comes from a place where if you lose everything in your life, your painting, your fiance, family, kids, everything, you lose your job, lose your house, you're on the street, whatever you have left is where you build your self-worth from.
Yeah.
And I had to really sit back and think, and mine has always been my ability to smile in the tough times, but I escaped through my imagination. I could create stories and wonders around me and smile at that. Yeah. And I've always had the ability to do that as a kid. And it started with me giving a show and tell at school. And I had a dinosaur. And the dinosaur fell from my hand and it broke. And all the kids started laughing. And so all I wanted to do was crawl away. But yet I started to tell a story about a dinosaur that would visit me every night through my window. And I'd jump on his back and it could fly and it would take me on these adventures. And they clapped at the end of it. Yeah. And every Monday they would go, Wayne, because we had show and tell for the weekend. Yeah. Wayne, another story. So I'd get up there and I'd tell another adventure. Yeah. And that was my green dot.